Welcome back to today's session. Well, we are in the lesson Understanding Development. We have three terms: perspectives, measurement and sustainability. In the last lesson, we have seen about perspectives and measurement. Shall we recall that? Well, the first one is perspectives for development. Just go through improvement, growing progress in needed direction, way of moving forward, not doing the same mistake twice, part of daily life, advanced technology, growth within yourself, never-ending process, bettering yourself, freedom to grow in the development. Thus, we move towards the progress. Well, the next one is measures of economic development. This is one of your answer. The indicators in economic development: net national product (NNP), per capita income (PCI), purchasing power parity (PPP), human development index (HDI). Hope you understand all the definition in a proper way. Well, now let's move into today's lesson. Sustainability of development. What do you mean by sustainability? Without damaging the environment or without degrading the environment. So we have to have our fundamental duty to protect the environment and also not to compromise the needs of future generation. With a new area of knowledge which includes the scientists, economists, philosophers, social scientists, everyone work together. Okay, that is what is sustainability of development, the need for the future. So, what were the environment? What were the resources that we have to protect for the sustainability of development? Let us see the resources. The natural resources are being divided into two types. One is renewable resources and the other one is non-renewable resources. With the word renewable, renew, that is can be able to get it again and again, renewed and again. But the word non-renewable cannot be got easily. Okay. Renewable in the sense replenishable. So, when you say that the renewable resources can be replenished very easily. For an example, the solar energy. We have the sunlight daily. And when the sun rises up from the dawn to dusk, we have the energy that has been supplied throughout by the nature. Over here in the non-renewable resources, that is, we have an example: coal, petrol, gas, everything. So the coal, which is not able to get immediately within certain period, it takes millions of years to have a geological process. So this is called as non-replenishable. It cannot be got very easily within a short period of time. So both the renewable and non-renewable have to be utilized wisely. This is what is natural resources gives us as a gift. Here I can give you another example. Take groundwater as an example for the renewable resources. The question arises as to how sustainable development is possible if the resources are overused rather than getting replenished. Can you able to understand? So we should not waste water, overusage. Only for the needed purpose we have to use the water. Nowadays we are buying water. So the money is an essential process for the life. So hardly we are spending money and wasting the water. Be careful, children, to protect the natural resources. Either it is renewable or non-renewable, we have to use it wisely. Well, to achieve sustainability, we have to balance three things in our society. One is economical balance. The other one is social balance. The third one is environmental balance. So all these three have to be sustainable in equal harmony. All have to give equal priority and have to be used it wisely. And the process for the development in nature is continuous. So when the process is continuous, sure, the progress is nearing to you. You can be able to achieve the progress. The policies of sustainable development. You have to use the non-conventional sources of energy instead of conventional source of energy. What is non-conventional source of energy and what is conventional source of energy? Let's look into that. This is two type of energies. When you talk about conventional energy, it is traditional way of energy. It's a type of fuel with a long usage which pollutes the environment much. The examples over here is coal and petroleum. Non-conventional is non-traditional, what we use at present. It has only limited usage with a pollution-free surrounding. So solar energy and wind energy, because the laying of these solar panels or the windmill is cost high. So we have to do it in a well manner. This is what is two type of energy. So when we say that use of non-conventional sources of energy, India depends on thermal and hydro power plants to meet its power needs. Both these sources have an adverse environmental impact. Okay, we'll see into in detail about the one of the example solar energy that has been found here in India. Solar power is the conversion of energy from sunlight into electricity. Either it may be directly using photovoltaic cells or indirectly by concentrated solar power. Also, the solar panels absorb the sunlight as a source of energy to generate electricity. So laying solar panels also cost high. But once if you are about to lay a panel, you can able to get the electricity, the power very easily. So nowadays the solar systems are installed in homes and offices to reduce the cost of electricity. Solar power in India is fast developing industry. Tamil Nadu is the state with highest installed solar capacity in India. Okay. The next one is environmental acts in India. We have number of acts over here. The first act says about National Green Tribunal Act 2010, which have to do its needed work to protect the environment and to conserve the forest and other natural resources. The second one is we are seeing about the Biological Diversity Act 2002, which protect and preserve the biological diversity. The third one is Environmental Protection Act, providing the protection and the improvement, not only the protection, it improves the environment. You know very well, in Tuticorin we talk about the pollution-free district without the plastics, okay, without the other pollution. So likewise, the Environmental Protection Act says about to improve the environment without the pollution. The fourth one, Forest Conservation Act, to check the deforestation, cutting down the trees and to encourage afforestation, to planting the trees on the non-forest area. So the vast areas are nowadays are creating into a forest area. You know very well why this forest have been created. Without the trees, we cannot able to get humidity. Without humidity, you cannot able to get rain. That's why non-forest areas have been converting into forest areas. Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act. This also provides maintenance and restoration of quality of all types of water. That is with the surface water and as well as the groundwater. We should not throw any waste in the water. Wildlife Protection Act provides protection for the wildlife and birds. This is one of your answer. That is the fourth detailed answer. Be careful with that. That will be your today's homework. And before ending, we'll move on to the homework with one another definition. That is environmental policies in India. This is your second detail and part of your lesson. What is environmental policies? It has been considered for the past 3 decades. The policies have covered a wide range of issues such as air, water pollution, waste management and biodiversity conversion. This is what all these act, what we have seen previously, says about. India faces the challenges in economic development, which has to be achieved with limited resources. That's why I have told you the renewable resources and the non-renewable resources have to be used wisely. Both the things have not to be used or not to be used wastely. Minimum externalities and in the presence of an uncertain climate. So the climate also never gave hands nowadays. One of the approaches to overcome this challenge is through the path of sustainable development, use and needed development for the future. The Supreme Court of India has interpreted and introduced new changes in environmental protection through a series of direction and judgments. one of the Article 51AG of the Constitution states that it shall be the prime duty of every citizen of India to protect and improve the natural environment, including forest, lakes, rivers, wildlife, and to have compassion for living creation. If you have compassion only, you can be able to protect everything in a proper way. Have some sort of fondness, love for nature. Okay? Development increases the quality of life. This means that the people will have higher incomes, better education, better health and nutrition, less poverty and more equal opportunity. This is what development says about our quality of life. So we have to achieve this in a well manner. For the second detailed answer, the environmental policies in India, you can avoid this fourth paragraph and move on with the rest of the paragraphs. The next answer is policies for sustainable development. Mark what I have marked for you with the solar power in India. So altogether is your detail 1. Mark properly, learn and write. In solar power in India, the first 4 lines you have learnt earlier for the short answer. But for the detail you have to learn till homes and offices. 7th line. Okay children? Thus we end today's session and this lesson. God bless you all. Thank you.